As a certified nutritionist, certified personal trainer, and former internationally ranked athlete with a special interest in petite women's health, I have coached thousands of petite women on how to tone up, how to lose some body fat, how to build some muscle, and increase their metabolism so they can eat more food and feel confident in their smaller frames. I'm 5'1". I help women that are 5'4" and shorter in general, whether you have a lot of weight to lose or none and you're just trying to tone up. And today I wanted to go over the top 5 biggest mistakes I notice my petite clients make when they're trying to go about their fitness goals. So I'm gonna share those with you. We're gonna go into the science a little bit. And if you're new here, welcome. I make content for petite women. And if you're an OG, what's up? Welcome back. You can tell I am not in my normal setup. I moved from New York City to Austin a few weeks ago, and I'm still kind of getting settled, and I don't have my normal, I haven't figured out where I'm gonna do that in here yet, so this is a work in progress. But if you like this video idea, you're excited to go over these kind of mistakes that petite women make, give this video a like, subscribe for more content tailored to petite women. And if you are looking to absolutely transform your body in the next few months, you have a chance to do that this month. We have opened up the doors to Petite PWR Premium, which is our 12-week online fitness and nutrition coaching program for short women. And it starts August 1st. So you have a few days to hop in. We give you the whole plan, our app, all the workouts, one-on-one nutrition coaching, group coaching, so much support, and it's with a community of like-minded petite women. It's all tailored to your body type. And oh my gosh, it is so fun, it is so effective, and it just helps you get to the shortcut and not have to do like tall girl programs or follow programs with people who don't really understand your needs. So if you're interested in joining us, like I said, the doors are open for just a few more days. You can either learn about it below, or you can also book a call with me or an alumni of the program to answer any questions you have. It's a totally free consultation just to kind of see if it would be a good fit. All right, with that, let's jump in today's video. Okay, so the number one biggest mistake I see petite women make is thinking that exercise is the biggest component of why they are or are not achieving their goals. So if you are relying solely on workouts and your exercise to lose weight or to tone up, I hate to break it to you, sister, but it is just not gonna cut it. So just to break this down and put this into perspective, ground it in some science, according to the International Society of Sports Nutrition, exercise, like your actual workouts, are only making up about 15 to 30% of your total daily energy expenditure. That means that no matter how hard you work out in your Orange Theory class or whatever you're doing, you are literally only burning 15-ish% of your entire daily ability to burn calories. And that is a very significant amount. So if you're using cardio to go and burn tons of calories, it turns out that's not actually even contributing to the majority of how your body is burning calories on a daily basis. So where I really see petite women fall into a trap here is if they miss a workout, it becomes like a spiraling event, right? You think, oh my gosh, I missed this workout, it's all ruined, and kind of your diet goes down for the rest of the week. Like you start making poorer and poorer choices in terms of like food and nutrition, other elements, thinking they're less important than the workout. So as it turns out, nutrition is actually going to be the major, biggest component of your goals to tone up. You do need to lift weights to build muscle. We'll get into that next. But if you're worried that your exercise is the largest component and you're missing workouts and then everything's falling apart, remember, it's a mindset about if you can't make the workout, that's okay. That was only 10 to 30% max of your ability to burn fat for the day. You still have all these other things in your control, your nutrition, your step count, your sleep, the food choices you make, so many other things, and those things have a bigger impact on your fitness goals than the cardio. And I know petite women especially struggle with the cardio, thinking like we have to do more of it, we have to exercise more, we have to do more, but that is a top biggest mistake and misconception about your fitness as a petite. You do not need to do that. So if exercise is only making up 10 to 30% of your total daily energy expenditure, you might be wondering how else your body is burning calories. So according to that same study, as it turns out, your basal metabolic rate burns 60 to 70% of your total daily energy expenditure, AKA your metabolism. Now, this is especially important for petite women because our metabolisms are naturally a little bit slower than those of average or taller heights. And that's because the studies show our organs are smaller and we have less lean body mass. And this does actually make it slightly more difficult to lose weight. And also, not to mention the fact that a pound or 5 pounds on our frames looks a lot more noticeable than on our taller friends' frames. So this leads me to point number 2, or the biggest mistake number 2 that I see is petite women choosing the wrong type of exercise or focusing on the wrong type of exercise that is not helping them improve their basal metabolic rate. And that is, again, doing too much cardio. So the biggest mistake is not choosing the right type. Instead of cardio, you do want to focus on lifting weights so you can build some muscle, increase your lean body mass, and increase your basal metabolic rate. Because remember, that is burning up to 70% of your total daily calorie burn, which is your fat loss potential. That's your machine for burning fat. And if that's not running on optimal, you're already at a disadvantage because, again, our metabolisms are a little bit slower. So definitely want to see you not make that mistake and prioritize the strength training over the cardio. I was actually on the phone with Jim Karras last week. In case you don't know who that is, he wrote the only book on petite women's health that exists. It was a New York Times bestseller called The Petite Diet Advantage. And he said something interesting that I'm just gonna say now. He said, if you wanna last, you need to lift. It's just so true. If you wanna build a speedy metabolism, if you want to really get strong and you want to reverse your aging, if you want to improve your hormones, if you want to improve your sleep, if you want to improve your appearance and look more muscular and more toned and lose body fat, you want to lift weights. It's just like what he said. If you want to last, then you have to lift. And that is very true. I thought that was a very choice line from him. The next pitfall, number 3, that I see petite women fall into is thinking that you need to eat like a bird, like graze on food all day in order to lose weight. I think the idea behind this is like, if I'm snacking, I'm not really eating, right? Or I end up eating less. It's actually, studies don't show that that's true. I think this concept in my research revealed that it came from the 80s where people thought grazing would do this, but David, Levitsky, he was a professor of nutrition and psychology at my alma mater, Cornell University, did some studies on this, and he said it was thought that if you ate more frequently, the amount of calories you retain would go down and more calories would be burned. But controlled experiments in humans show that there is no metabolic advantage to eating 12 smaller meals versus eating 3 or 4 meals a day with the same number of calories. And then a lot of my research revealed that this also is it's just in the research that meal frequency does not affect metabolic rate, and so there's no point in just snacking all day. And this was from, again, the Journal of the International Society for Sports Medicine. They said increasing meal frequency does not appear to favorably change body composition in sedentary populations. I will go on to say that I actually think that there's a lot of research supporting the fact that if you're snacking, you're less likely to get an adequate amount of protein in a day, because who snacks on chicken breasts? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you snack on chicken breast? I don't think so. You will get so much more out of your metabolism, and just the actual quality of the food you're eating will be higher if you sit down and eat 3 or 4 meals a day than if you just graze on carbohydrates all day. And there's an enormous amount of work showing that your blood sugar levels will be so much better optimized for fat loss when you're consuming enough protein, fats, and carbs in a meal, and not just carbs, not just one type of food, such as what you do when you're snacking. So if you're petite, don't fall for this. You don't have to eat like a bird. Plan your meals like a normal person. Eat like a normal person, and you will feel so much more satiated, full, and you will not be overeating by eating a good-sized meal. In fact, I think you will eat better. You will eat less when you're actually satiated and you sit down, and that is totally supported by the thousands of women who have gone through Petite PWR Premium. We've seen that in our research, and just all the women who we work with specifically, they are petite like you, and you're gonna feel so much happier, which is like, of course we want that. Mistake number 4 that I see my clients just conveniently forget is that alcohol will play a really big role, and it will play an even larger role because we are shorter individuals. Just like you can't really go beer for beer with your boyfriend or husband, right? Because they have different hormones, different metabolism, different body composition. Petite women can't really go beer for beer with taller women. We have the more likeliness to have a higher BAC with less alcohol because of our size. Not only does alcohol have a lot of empty calories, but the real issue with alcohol is the impairment, the behavior change, the lack of care that leads to overeating or eating foods you wouldn't eat or eating when you're not hungry after you drink too much. Or even a drink. Sometimes I just have one drink and I'm like, I want a snack. You know what I mean? It can also just contribute to, besides these poor decisions, like poor sleep, poor recovery, over consuming, excess calories that aren't healthy, that type of thing. So if you're drinking every night, you have a glass of wine and then you have like a bunch of snacks and go to bed, that could be playing a role. And especially for petite women, alcohol can, we can get a little bit higher BAC faster and we're more susceptible to running into these issues. Now, I'm not saying don't drink alcohol. You're more than, you want to have a balanced lifestyle. You want to enjoy your life. So drink alcohol at your discretion, but be intentional about it. If you have a weight loss goal or a toning goal and you like to drink alcohol, figure out how many days a week can you do that and still enjoy your lifestyle, but also reach your goals. And finally, mistake number 5 that I see my petite clients make is an overemphasis on the calories and an underemphasis on the actual food that they're eating, like what's in the calories that you're consuming. Now, you might just think at the end of the day, it's just the number that matters. But let me tell you, I bet you cannot stick to a diet that literally has you eating crap foods all day that are really small amounts. Like for example, peanut butter. It's a small amount of food, very caloric. Healthy, right? It has lots of nutrients, but it's calorically dense. So it has a lot of calories in it and you're only eating a little bit of food in a tablespoon, has like 14 grams of fat or something, 7 to 10 grams of fat. So if you were to eat foods that are super calorically dense all day and try to hit a 1500 calorie limit, you would only have like a few bites and you'd be done, right? And you'd still be hungry because the actual quality of the food in terms of what's in the food, what is the micronutrient profile, what types of food you're eating, it's not voluminous, it's not helping you keep full. So it would be really hard to stick to a diet that didn't have lots of good food diversity in it or foods that help you stay full, fiber, things like that. So there's a lot that plays into the quality of your calories, but remember, calories matter, but the quality of those calories matter just as much in making your lifestyle sustainable, something you enjoy doing, and keeping you full so that you can actually stick to your diet. And again, not that you're in a caloric deficit, but just sticking to the decisions, the habits that will help you lose the weight you want to lose. It's super important to eat enough fruits and vegetables and drink lots of water and eat foods that will help you stay full. Focus on the fibrous carbs instead of the simple carbs. Unless you're working out, the simple carbs are great. And remember, your calories matter, but the quality of them matters too. Making sure they're unprocessed whole foods about 80% of the time will get you really far. I hope you guys loved this video. I am very excited to work with our August group of Petite PWR Premium members. Again, I would love to welcome you into the August 1st session. We have a great group already going and there's just a few days left to enroll. You can learn more information here and in the description below. And also, please book a call with me. It's a totally free consultation to answer questions and really figure out, get you the right information to see if it'd be a good fit. And it's an opportunity for you to speak with a petite women specialist, me, about your body, about your needs, about what you're looking for, and it's a completely free resource to you. So take advantage of that while it lasts. If you guys love this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And other than that, I will see you guys next week, hopefully to get back on a regular YouTube schedule. All right, bye.